shit, I gotta review this movie. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Kavanaugh's Corner. Today on Kavanaugh's Corner, I'm very, very excited to bring you my review of Blade Runner 2049. This is a movie I've been waiting for quite a long time, and I'm very glad to say that this movie is a masterpiece. Denis Villeneuve, the director who brought us Arrival last year, which is my favorite film of 2016, has given us the best movie of 2017. He has created an absolute masterwork here. This is an amazing, amazing film. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan of the original film, which I reviewed a few weeks ago, the 4K Blu-ray I reviewed, but honestly, the original Blade Runner is my favorite sci-fi film of all time. So the fact that Villeneuve was able to do this film is just outstanding. I honestly think that this is one of those few sequels that is a perfect follow-up to the original and is actually equal to the original, which you don't get very much. And it's actually better than the original in certain ways. I think, honestly, this is just an outstanding film. The special effects in the movie are just outstanding. I mean, the whole film, I just was visually blown away. I mean, it is a mind-blowingly beautiful film. The shots all throughout the movie. There's a couple shots right in the introduction of the film that had me going, wow. I was openly saying wow in the theater, which is not something I do very often. You know, the film as a whole had me just stunned visually. Ryan Gosling is just outstanding in this, as well as Harrison Ford. Basically, all the actors in this movie, Robin Wright, they're all just really perfect performances from these people. Jared Leto is also fantastic in this. Everybody in this movie is outstanding. I was actually riveted from beginning to end. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I'm actually under oath from the director not to spoil anything, so I'm not going to do that. I can say, though, that the movie is full of twists and turns, and I was on the edge of my seat just wondering where the hell this movie was going for a while there, and I honestly couldn't guess some of the little twists and turns that happened. I would have never guessed them in a million years. The thing I have to say about the movie, though, is that because of how important the plot is, I can't really discuss what happens in the movie, so sorry about that, but I will say you should go see this movie. This is a masterful film all around. The acting in it, as I mentioned earlier, is just second to none in this. Ryan Gosling is like a tour de force in this film. A lot of people kind of complain about some of his earlier films, that he's very one note. This movie, he goes through the ringer in terms of emotions in this. And honestly, as a whole, I would be very, very, very disappointed if this movie did not win any Oscars this year. This is, like I said, this movie all around is a basically perfect film and has now become quite possibly my favorite sequel of any movie I've ever seen. This is an outstanding, outstanding film, and honestly, it's the rare sequel that really pretty much stands on its own, and in some ways is better than the original, which is very, very hard for me to say, because the original Blade Runner will always be a classic. As I mentioned, you know, it's my favorite sci-fi film of all time, and this one somehow met that and surpassed it in other ways. I honestly think this is a much better paced film. Even though the film is 2 hours, 40-something minutes long, I'll tell you, the thing just, it grabs you the whole time and never lets go. So I want to say, you know, please go see Blade Runner 2049. I'm giving this my highest recommendation. It's a 5 out of 5 for me. Just an outstanding, outstanding film. And honestly, if it does not win anything, I'm going to be very, very, very upset. So thank you again for coming back to Kavanaugh's Corner. As always, I'm Andrew Kavanaugh. Please go see Blade Runner 2049. See it in the most biggest, loudest theater you can. This is a feast for the eyes and for the emotions. This movie is outstanding, as I said earlier. I can't say it enough. this is the best movie of the year so far. We've had some outstanding movies so far this year, but I'll tell you, this is far and away number one right now. Masterwork, a total masterpiece. Thank you again, and until next time, take care. What is that?
Too bad she won't live. But then again, who does?